Have you been meaning to start a YouTube channel, but you just don't know what equipment you need? Like, you know what equipment you need, but you're not sure if you know all the equipment you need, because what you need, you might not need, but then you know that you need it, so you want to double check to see if you need it. Well, look no further. Today I'm going to be sharing the equipment you need to start a YouTube channel. The actual equipment that you actually need versus what you can save for later, as well as some alternatives to certain things that you need for those of you guys who are on a budget. If you guys are new here, my name is Malasia, and I'm here to help small YouTubers like you to believe, build, and achieve the life that you want. Do these videos I post here on my channel every Monday and Thursday. Before I start this video, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, because this is the place to be if you want to start, run, and grow a successful YouTube channel. Also, you know, I'm on the gram a lot. So if you want to like know me on a personal level, like, if you want to, like, I'm not begging, but like, if you want, like, I'm not stopping you. So the first thing that you need is, of course, a recording device. This does not have to be an expensive ass DSLR camera. Although it's suggested, it doesn't have to be. You can get a refurbished DSLR camera, and you don't even need a DSLR camera. You can get any camera that has good quality. And you know what cameras do have good quality? Phone cameras. There's a reason why most of the cool smartphones that everyone wants to get are expensive, because their camera quality is amazing. So if you have a good phone, more than likely you have a great camera, and you can use that camera to film your videos, as long as you're filming horizontally, because if you film vertically, you're gonna get those black bars. But yeah, a lot of people start their YouTube channels with a phone, so don't feel like you need to have a camera. It's best to start somewhere than to wait till you have all your ducks lined up in a row to finally start. Just know that when you're using your phone, to have good lighting. Treat it like you're using a DSLR camera. You know, with a DSLR, you're paying more attention to the video quality because you just paid a ton of money for this DSLR, so of course now you're gonna pay money to get the good lighting. Make sure you have good lighting for your phone as well. There are plenty of affordable ring lights that you can put around your phone that will light up your video professionally and make it look even higher quality, because the better the lighting, the higher the quality. Like, if your lighting sucks, the quality of your video will suck no matter what camera you use. So always keep that in mind before you judge your camera quality. Which leads me to the second thing that you need, which is good lighting. I highly recommend a ring light. That's what I'm using right now to light my video, and literally only that. There's no lights in my apartment that are on right now. It's just a ring light. That's how powerful it is. There are other alternatives, of course, like studio lights and box lights, umbrella lights, which is a great alternative for a budget. But I think the best alternative if you're on a budget is natural lighting. Natural lighting is actually the best quality of lighting. If you can find the right time of day where the sun is hitting your window, it gives off amazing lighting. Just make sure when you're using natural lighting, the natural lighting is facing you, not behind you, because filming when the window is behind you will give off a shadowy, ugly look. So definitely make sure you light right, as well as make sure you have good lighting. Make sure the lighting is facing in the right direction, so you know, you're like illuminated and stuff. You know, if my ring light was facing right here, I wouldn't look that well. I would look all shadowy and stuff. So definitely pay attention to how you're lighting yourself. Make sure the lighting is like right at your face, not above you, not below you. You're not telling a campfire story. Make sure, you know, play around with it and make sure it looks professional. Another thing that you need is an editing software. Of course, you need a device to, you know, have that editing software on, but definitely consider what editing software you are going to get. A lot of people stray away from starting a YouTube channel because they're waiting for a laptop to be that device to get that editing software on, but there is actually a ton of editing apps. Let me know if you want me to do a video on this in the comments, but there are actually a ton of video editing apps that you can use on your phone. I do recommend getting a laptop, because editing on a laptop gives you a lot more options when it comes to certain edits that you can't really do on a phone. So I would definitely say, if you're using a phone, aim to save for a laptop, aim to eventually have a laptop, you know, have that in the plans, but you don't necessarily need one to edit your videos. You definitely do need to edit your videos though. My go-to editing software that I use is Adobe Premiere Pro. It's not for beginners, so I don't really recommend it to anybody who's starting their YouTube channel from scratch. I started my YouTube channel using Wondershare from More Pro. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it has its technical difficulties, but it's very beginner friendly and it's more pros than cons when it comes to that software. But if you have an Apple device, I highly recommend starting out with iMovie because that also is a great beginner friendly editing software. Another good one that is beginner friendly and advanced is Final Cut Pro. I'm actually thinking about migrating over to Final Cut again because you know, why not? I like to, you know, switch it up. It's very important to have an editing software because editing is where you cut out the mistakes. Editing is where you cut out when you get off topic. Editing is where you add the fun stuff, the music, and, you know, all the things that make your video more unique and pop and fun. And you don't want to skip out on that process. Editing is where you can relight your video and, you know, play around with the filters of the color contrast. And that's something that you really want to put your time into if you want your videos to stand out. Another thing that you need is good audio. Now, you don't necessarily need a mic, but do make sure that your audio doesn't suck. You know, make sure the fan isn't going on in the background. Make sure that, you know, there isn't a ton of people running around making noises in the background, which I know can be hard if you have a big family. This is something that I struggled with starting my YouTube channel. So I had to sit myself down to think of a time when the house is quiet so I can film and make sure that the audio is good. If your audio sucks, definitely invest in a mic. And before investing in anything, any type of device, do research and compare which type of device you want to invest in. This is something I did with my camera, this is something I did with my computer, and this is what I did with my mic, the mic that I'm using right now, because lately my audio has been sucking. So I've actually been taking time to use this damn mic. A great alternative for fixing your audio on a budget is to use your phone to record yourself. Put your phone nearby you, like not in the pictures view. I mean, if you want to put it inside the picture, but use your phone, have your phone right next to you and use that as a mic by recording your audio on your phone while you're recording your video. What I do is I'll like snap my finger in a video and then and of course the audio will catch when I snap my finger. And then I go into my editing software and I add that audio onto my video. I delete the audio from the video and connect the audio from the audio file on my phone or on my mic, and that will work just as good as a mic and make your audio quality sound better. The last equipment piece that you need is a tripod. You know, something to hold your camera up. Tripods can be as cheap as $15. My tripod that I have right now is $40, I believe, but the first tripod I had was $15, I think $20. So they're definitely not expensive, but if you're on a budget, what a lot of people do is just use a stock of books to hold your phone or hold your camera up, and that can work just as well. I will say that if it's an expensive camera, it's best to invest in a good tripod because you don't want to risk that camera breaking because you didn't want to invest in something good to hold that camera to make sure it doesn't fall. All right, so that's pretty much all the equipment that you need to start your YouTube channel. I hope this helps you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. I hope you guys all have a great day. Make sure if you haven't already to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you've got this, regardless of what you don't have now, regardless of what you feel like you need more of, you've got this. If you're on a fence with starting a YouTube channel, this is your sign. You've got this, just do it. Rip the band-aid off, because if you don't rip off the band-aid, then no one else is gonna rip it off for you. So just do it.
Do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!
I hope you guys all have a great day. Make sure to believe, build, and achieve, and I'll see you guys soon. Ew, I can't reach the camera.